Welcome back to the Michigan Business Beat, brought to you on the Michigan Business Network. Chris Holman here in a remote studio somewhere in the Lansing area. We're going to stay in the Lansing area right now. We're going to run over to Shaheen Chevrolet and Shaheen Cadillac and talk to the executive manager, Jason Cords. Jason, it's always good to have you on. You guys are always such a good barometer for the general economy. I mean, you really are.
Well, I'm glad you think of us that way. That's a good thing. But you're exactly right. When car sales are going good, that means the economy is going good, and things are still going the right direction. We've taken a little hiccup with interest rates creeping up, where it's slowed down maybe a little bit. More people possibly just paying cash and instead of financing. So when they're not looking at that payment and paying cash, they're a little stingier with their money. So sometimes that's a barometer also. But new cars are coming in. The supply chain is working just a little bit better. We're getting caught up on all these chips that people have been waiting for their heated seats and heated steering wheels. And so our service has been super, super busy. And we call this pennies from heaven. You know, when it snows and ice and all that, our parts, body shop, we deliver to so many different businesses around town, all their parts. So we're busy this time of year. So,
it's interesting you say that, because I know a couple other body shops, and when you talk to them about deer season, they can't wait, because that's people start hitting gears on the highway and they have to come in and have their cars fixed. So let's talk a little bit more about electrification. Is that coming fast and furious, or?
It is, and even Chevrolet and Cadillac both, they're trying to partner with every GM dealer out there to get charging stations in the communities. So they're willing to put up 10 charging stations, supply those charging stations for every dealer out there. You got to put the charging stations in your AGSA. The dealership's responsible for the install and partnering with somebody. So there's some money tied to it, but and then the place that puts it in charge of the electricity and all that stuff that they got to supply to it. But it's a program. They're trying to put the infrastructure and get that in line. They know the EVs are coming fast, and trying to make it so there's charging stations everywhere, so it's convenient. So,
well, that's what we wanted. We better be prepared to have them. You know what I mean? Yeah. So along those lines, a lot of people look at electrified cars and just say, well, they're still a little pricey. We'll wait. But the fact is, they forget that there's a lot of government programs that help them get a lot of that money back.
Yeah, it's true. I think the biggest thing now, people love the idea of an electric car, but until it's convenient, until the charging is faster. And then when I say faster, I mean, you and I get irritated if it's 5 minutes at a gas pump waiting in line, so imagine now, that you go there and you got to wait hours to get your car charged. So, it's got to be faster. And I know that's technology is just ramping up like crazy. And there are the charging stations that do it in 10 minutes and 15 minutes. They're $100,000 charging station. So it's expensive, but that price will come down. And but we've just got to get our world ready for it, and they are coming. We've got the new Blazer, the new EV Equinox and Blazer. They're both rolling in. We've got orders in for them. So if people are interested in those models, the price point is not too much more than the gas engines. So that's exciting for us.
Yeah. So how are hybrids selling?
There isn't a ton of them, but I still like a hybrid, knowing that you've got gas, but then you're getting better gas mileage. So when that hybrid is there, it's good. And we've sold the other thing that they've been putting the diesel engine in the half-ton trucks. They're starting to put them in Tahoe Suburban. So the gas mileage on that is really good. And we've had a lot of success with those so far.
It's interesting because we really are making much better cars than we did 15 years ago. And the backlash of that is people stay in them a little longer.
Very true.
So let's talk about the used car industry, and how are you guys doing there?
It's challenging. We relied on so many off-lease vehicles for our inventory. Leasing kind of went away for a little bit. It's starting to creep back a little bit. So leasing's starting to come back. There's more and more incentives that are coming out every single month for leasing. When you start seeing dealers lots getting a little fuller, leasing comes back, incentives come out, and that's starting to happen right now.
And you said you're starting to get the chips problem alleviated a little bit.
Yeah, I'll tell you, there's some people have been waiting a year to get their heated seats and steering wheel, and when they pay for that product and they don't have it,
yeah,
it's tough. And but we're working with them. You know, we're starting to get more loaner cars in our fleet so we can flip people and make it convenient. So things are going the right way. We just need our economy to stay strong, and that seems to be doing a good job. We love that we've got Cadillac. They're very aggressive, and they expect us to be one of the leaders in Michigan. So,
well, they're great engineering too, and I think people have to keep that in mind. It's a tremendous line. Jason Cord's always good to spend time with you, executive manager at Shaheen Chevrolet and Shaheen Cadillac, and all over the state too, and running parts to everybody who needs them. You guys are doing it all pretty soon.
thank you, Chris.
Pretty soon the president will be calling you. What's
every now and then.
All right, you've been watching the Michigan Business Beat on the Michigan Business Network. I'm Chris Holman. Stick around. There's more.